Hello, Judith.
Hello,
For those listeners and viewers who don't know you, who are you and what are you doing?
I'm Judith. I'm a 24-year-old woman from Germany. Usually I don't work in the field of music, but
That's great. Even better.
I practice the piano for about 20 years now, and now I have the opportunity to get better with working with Aaron.
Yeah, you're really advanced amateur, so maybe it would be very interesting to know what motivates you to actually practice the piano every single day, even though you don't do it as a profession.
For me, playing the piano is everything beneath my usual life. So it means I can express my emotions and I can express, the music I'm playing, and I just really enjoy it. And even though I do it not as a profession, it can be a profession for me or a passion.
Mhm.
That's why I'm willing to spend so much time practicing the piano to get better and to achieve the goal to play the pieces I love, and not just love to listen, also I can play them.
And what do you do in your professional life?
I'm actually working in medicine. Yeah.
Okay. But that's actually a very demanding job. Like it takes a lot of time. So how do you find time to practice? I mean, that's what many people ask me, I don't have the time, or I mean, you're the perfect example for someone who is really, really busy, but still you find the time and you play Beethoven Pathetique, for example. So how do you do that? How do you manage your time?
I think the goal is to be strict with yourself. You need to have a plan what you want to achieve. And even though if I'm working sometimes 10 hours a day, I still have time in the evening. Of course, you can be lazy, but to me, playing the piano is nothing I need to motivate myself to. I'm just doing it. And if I have the goal to play for 2 or 3 hours a day, I just do it after work. It's fine. Some people go to the gym, I play the piano.
You play the piano, that's good.
Yeah.
It's also gym for your fingers, arms.
And you don't have a special time you need to do it. When I'm doing a night shift, I can do it on the day. If I'm doing a day shift, I can do it at night.
So you don't have neighbors.
Honestly, I have a really nice neighbor, and she enjoys when I'm playing the piano.
That's great. And how did you start playing 20 years ago?
I went to music school. My parents sent me as something you do in the childhood, and I remember pretty clearly.
So different, like to me. I was actually forcing my parents to go there.
Interesting.
No, but they supported me to go there, but I discovered it. So they suggested it to you to do it.
Yes, they said like, don't you want to try it out? And I remember that I went there and there was the piano, and all the wood things were taking off, and I saw the inside of the piano. Yes, exactly. And I was so fascinated by playing a key and hearing a tone, and that I really fell in love with piano itself. And then I started playing.
Mm-hmm. And your parents, did they play instruments?
My mom played the piano when she was a child, but she wasn't really passionate about it. So we always had a piano around in the house, but nobody was playing. And my dad plays the guitar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. And then, 20 years is a really, really long time. Did you have any time where you were not so motivated or where you stopped completely?
I've never stopped completely. I have to admit, when I was a teenager, sometimes I wasn't really into playing the piano, but now, other things are cool at that moment. But I never stopped, and I'm so glad that I didn't stop. I always, continued practicing. Didn't really get much more, goals in that moment, but I still motivated myself, and so when I was 15, then I really started practicing again.
Why did you start again?
To me,
what made you discipline?
I think I realized what playing the piano gives to me. That it really is good for my soul and my mind, and it gives me a clear mindset. Yeah.
And have you ever played for someone in a concert or a family event or something? Have you ever done that?
Yes, I did. At my music school, we had monthly concerts where I played on a regular basis, and also I played in our school orchestra. I play the viola, as you know. That's what I'm playing in the orchestra, but I played some piano concertos with the orchestra. For example, Mozart, Kirchenverzeichnis, no, I forgot this. The C major concert. Yeah.
For example,
Yeah.
Mozart. I think this.
Yeah.
Okay, and what would you say from an amateur side, because you don't perform regularly, but what would you say? What is the difference between playing at home and playing for someone? Or also now we're here having this workshop in Berlin.
Mhm.
When you play, also others are listening. What is the difference in experience for you when you practice at home or when you play and others are listening?
I think one thing is the mentally aspect of it.
Mhm.
I personally feel more pressure when I'm playing for others, especially for you or the other ones who are here, because I know they hear the mistakes I'm making. So I think that's something you need to learn to deal with. But it's so nice to especially play here because we are all so nice and it's a really happy atmosphere and everyone is comforting. And
at some point you realize nothing happens if you make a mistake, right?
Exactly.
So that's.
I think that's something you need to learn. But also when I play at home, sometimes I get lost, or you can distract yourself a bit better, or it's not better for you, but you get distracted more. More often, and this is something that doesn't happen when you play with others or.
Okay. So you mean that when others know that you're practicing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think we met at a concert where I played, right? So that means that you're also going to concerts and listening to them. How does that play into your life? Do you go to listen to concerts regularly, or?
Yeah, I'm going to piano concert and orchestra concerts regular. Also, I like to visit like jazz bars and things. So music is pretty much everywhere I do my hobbies or outside of work life. And I have an abo for the concerto houses in my area. So
all of them.
Yeah, no, not all of them, but like the place I lived in, the one you played like next.
And have you sometimes heard something where you said, okay, I want to play this, I want to do that? Or...
Yes. For example, it's with Partitique. I heard it from Kit Armstrong. So I really like this one. And also the Chopin we talk about, Ballade Number 1 and Fantasie Impromptue. I heard it from Igor Levit once, actually on his podcast. There wasn't a concerto. Okay. I really like the way he described the piece, and that's influenced.
The Chopin Ballade.
Oui.
Okay. I don't know that podcast,
but that influenced my pieces I want to play. Yeah.
Okay, so what would you say? What do you have any advice or ideas to other amateurs? What they should keep in mind when playing? Because for some who might not have much time, it might be discouraging sometimes to practice. Or what kind of advice would you give them?
I personally would recommend getting a practicing strategy. That is actually what I really like about your teaching. You're giving us a strategy, and that it helps improve your practice. So as you said, you can practice more in a short amount of time if you have a strategy and if you focus and don't just stay focused on what you want to know. And sometimes it's just a bar a day that will get better. It's fine. And sometimes it's a whole page. Yeah, I
mean, many people, they say, okay, you're an amateur, you just play for fun, so do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But in fact, if you have the right strategy, it will also motivate you more to improve because you see the improvement and you can do more in less time. That's true. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So thank you, Judith,
you're welcome.
for being here.
Yeah.
If you also want to work with me personally, if you want to improve your piano skills, you can apply for a free strategy session on aaronpilsen.com/mentoring, and either myself or an assistant will call you to find out if and how we can help you.